Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3. Back again to do another route. This time carrying on alphabetically through our routes, where last time we did the Great Western Express. This time it's on to the letter H, because that comes next after G. We're going to do the Harlem Line, because that's the first one of the H routes. If you're watching this on the YouTubes and you're new to my content, or even if you're not new, then hello. This going out on the channel currently on a Saturday. It is going to be moving in the new year to a Friday. Other content from me, something on a Monday. On a Wednesday, some Train Sim Classic, where I've got something new to look at that goes out on what I call Random Sunday. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can purchase the game. There'll also be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me do this stuff live. There'll also be a link down there to the Discord server as well. So yeah, last time we did the Great Western Express. This time moving on to the Harlem Line. So I'm going to start off by doing the train training, because basically I've forgotten how to drive them. Then we'll do a full line run in the train that we've done the training in. And then we'll do another full line run in the 166. So take a nice British train over to America and take that on the Harlem Line, and then who knows what after that, depending on how long it takes, because I've done no research and I've got no idea how long the line is. So we'll jump on the training centre. We'll do the train training on the M3, which is going to be down here somewhere. I've gone past it now. The M3 MTA. That one on the Harlem Line. Let's jump in and get started by doing the thing with the training. The M3A introduction does exactly what it says on the tin, although trains don't normally come in tins.
Welcome to Tuckahoe. Today you will be taken through the operation of an M3A in Metro North Railroad livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started.
That wasn't loud at all, was it? I'm guessing I've got to go to the... Oh, we're in a cupboard, aren't we? Okay.
Take a seat. The master key is used to activate the control desk. The reverser determines the direction of travel. This unit has a combined throttle brake handle called a master controller, which needs to be set before beginning the startup procedure.
Set it to max brake. Okay. But that one.
In order to release the brakes, the brake pipe must be fully charged. You can only do this when the master controller is in the max brake position.
Okay, so max brake, we've got to remember the max brake. Wherever max is... Oh, that one. Okay, we'll do the charging of the brakes. Charging of the brakes is happening. It's a thing. It's going on. Okay.
Lights are important to let others know that this unit is operational.
The lights thing, to the brightness. Dim. Bright. Okay.
We will now need to open the doors to begin loading.
Generally a good idea. Press unlock rearward door. Oh god, up here. Okay. Load passengers. Passenger loading is beginning. There's not many of them. We're definitely lacking in the passengers. So this, wow, that's long. It's quite lengthy as trains go. Hang on, get back inside now. Ready to do the thing. I'll open the window. Yeah, I can. Lock rearward doors. Set the door control switch to off, which is somewhere in the middle. There it is.
This train features an onboard cab signaling system with 5 speed limits shown on the aspect display unit. R indicates a restricted speed with a 15 miles per hour speed limit. M indicates a medium speed with a 30 miles per hour speed limit. L indicates a limited speed with a 45 miles per hour speed limit. 60 indicates a 60 miles per hour speed limit. And N indicates that the speed limit is governed by the track speed, which is shown in the digital readout.
That's a lot of things to learn.
We are now ready to depart for Bronxville and continue the service. Move the master controller into the power range to start moving.
There's movement. We have movement. There is definitely movement. Movement is happening. Okay, reach 30 miles an hour. We can probably do that. So yeah, we do a full line run. We'll do the training, and we do a full line run in this train.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
And then, let's say, we'll take the 166 on a trip, where it's going to look slightly out of place here in America, but, you know. So stop at Bronxville. We'll give it a go.
Before stopping at each...
Sound the horn as you approach the station, so the peoples on the platforms know that the train is coming. They do that here, do they? We just... the announcement person does the thing. There's a train coming, by the way. In case you hadn't realised, there's a train coming to platform. Slightly overshot. Ah, it's fine. Okay, doors to come. Open the doors. Did the back of the train actually get in the thing? Oh yeah, it did. Well, I'm shocked and a little bit stunned by that. Is that the back or the front now? I'm confused. That's the front. That's me. Hello, me. Okay, I'm guessing it's going to take us on to the next stoppy station place thing. Very confined in here, isn't it? It's like sitting in a cupboard. I don't know if I could work in this for a whole shift. It's like, hello, yes, your job is to sit in this cupboard and look out this window. Press and lock the rearward doors.
Proceed to the next stop at Fleetwood. On the way, we will perform a recovery of the emergency brakes.
Why are we recovering them? But okay. Right, Fleetwood in 5,600 feet, which is quite a distance. It's more than 5,500 feet and quite a bit less than 5,700 feet. We got a 60 limit. We're in forward, IAB. We're in forward. Of course we're in forward, otherwise we're going backwards. That's just stupid. Actually, it's getting up to speed. Okay, we're doing all right. Do a bit of coasting.
An emergency brake has occurred.
Has
The
it?
train is now coming to a stop.
Is it?
Wait for the train to come to a complete stop before attempting to recover the train.
Okay, I'll do that then. It's done the stopping thing now.
Now that the train has stopped, we can perform the necessary steps to recover the train.
Can we?
After an emergency stop, the brake pipe will have been completely discharged, preventing the brakes from being released. To recover the train, we will need to recharge the brake pipe. First, move the master controller into the max brake position.
Okay, maxi brakey, min brake, max brake.
Next, we will need to charge the brake pipe to at least 90 psi. Ensure that you do not move the master controller whilst the brakes are charging.
I'll try to resist moving the master controller while the brakes are doing the chargy thing. We'll hold down the brakey chargy thing to get to the 90. Psst. There we go, we've done that.
Nice job. Now we can continue to Fleetwood.
It wasn't really difficult, was it? I put the brakes into max and pressed a button. Like, even any fool could do that. We are continuing on to Fleetwood. That's some horn. That's definitely quite horny. Could have done a maximum brake in. I suppose they couldn't because we wouldn't have started again. But could have done them, you know, just outside the station or something. Right, am I going to stop this time? Hopefully. That's a beeping noise. As noises go, that was definitely one of them. And it was slightly beepy. I think I might have overbraked. We'll do a little bit of the coasty thing then. That's quite weird, isn't it? In fact, this got a cantilevered platform. Looks a bit odd. There's just nothing. There's a gap underneath it. We wouldn't have that here, would we? We'd have just, you know, the platform going down to the ground. Hey, that weren't bad. Oh, it still wants me to do the thing, doesn't it? How can I... What? Hang on, I've got to get up to go and unlock the doors on the other side. Eh? Why is that a thing?
Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
So you've got to get up, leave your cupboard, and come over here and press this. That just seems a bit weird. Why would you do that? That definitely seems a bit odd. Right. Training has been done in the train, which I now sort of maybe slightly a little bit know how to do it. We'll now choose a route. We'll do a timetabled service in the M3, that one, and we will go from. So we're on. That's the right date. Dynamic weather's fine. 11 degrees. We find something roughly this time. No, that's going to be 10:54. Okay, so North White Plains to Grand Central Terminus. We'll do that then. Let's do that. Full line run, and then we shall come back again in the 166. Stop at North White Plains. North White Trains? No, North White Plains. No trains here. Shove my key in. Open the window. Do the okey pokey. No. Do the. I was pressing the wrong button. Oh, forward. Brakes into max. Charge the brakey things. Go. That's that. Lights into bright. Yep. We are definitely that's probably a better thing, isn't it? As things go, that's probably a better one. Let's do that one instead. There we go. Right. Have I done the window? I've done the. Am I ready to go then? Can I go now? Let's do the. No, that's the wrong way. The braking in the other direction. The anti-braking. We're going to move. What's going on? I've done the charge. Oh, the brake thing's done the. Why have you now uncharged brakes? That was up in the 90s. Okay. Are we going to let me go now? That's emergency. That's why, because I put it into flipping emergency. You fool. You are a fool. I went the wrong way with the thing. I was not expecting me to be streaming this morning. I stream every Saturday morning. Okay. There we go. I put it into emergency and it reduced the pressure of the brakey things. Today's Saturday. Must do every... Did I say Sunday? Must do every Sunday morning as well. Every Saturday morning. Well, I'll be here this time tomorrow morning as well. Okay, I've slowed down with the slow... What's the thing? 8 miles an hour seems good. That's a reasonable speed. 8, we like 8. That's definitely a long... As trains go in length, that's quite one. I get points for using my horn. There's the thing. Right, we'll make our way slowly into North White Plains. And while we do that, we'll look and see. So we're going to stop at North White Plains, Hartsdale, Scarsdale, Crestwood, Tuckahoe, Bronxville, Fleetwood, Mount Vernon, Wakefield, and up north somewhere, Woodlawn, Williams Bridge, Botanical Gardens, Fordham, Tremont, Melrose, Harlem 125th Street, and Grand Central. So quite a lot of the stopping is going to be happening. Why am I going so with the slowliness? Let's do a bit more of the speeding up. Thank you. But not so much the speeding up that I do the speeding. That's beeping. There's definitely some beeping happening. Right, our first stop then, North White Plains. That person was going to walk out onto the track then. Oh no! "500 feet to go." Definitely pulling like slowly into the station. Can't see us being on time on this one. Although actually no, we're due at 10:59 in the zeros and we're 10:58 in the 20s. So we're actually ahead of the times. Which means it's going to hold me here for a while, doesn't it? It looks that way. Doors are set to open. And you can tell that by the way that they are. Very nice weather for November. It's quite pleasant. Waiting until 11 o'clock. I wait another minute now. What am I supposed to do for another minute? Have we got any passengers on board? No. Very odd seating. Why have you got this? Why is there a backrest bit that in 3 seats? You're never going to get 2 people. But it just seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Here you'll get 1 person sat, and there you'll get 1 person sat, and maybe someone sat here. But that person wants to get off. They've always got to squeeze past that person. Why don't you just put like? Oh, I suppose it's space in it because you want like when you have 1 row down there, 1 row down there, and then a single row in the middle. So if just for other carriage, just for single travellers. So you never have to have that worry of some idiot sitting next to you, because that happens. Okay, we'll sit back down and wait. Wait for the time to be the right time for me to then do the go thing. Locking doors. Okay, White Plains is the next stoppy place. Wait, we're going to do the go? Oh, we are going to do the go. Okay. Uh, 30 limit. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the coasting. A little bit of speeding, it's fine. They won't care. 1 mile an hour. We've got a yellow. So are we behind someone? That's a beeping. A beeping just happened. It was a thing that beeped. The beepiness occurred. This was warning me of the speed limit. So it's going up to a 50, then it's going to come back down to a 35. I may as well just stay at this then. It's going to hold me at every single station all the way along the way. Then I may as well just trundle, I think is the word. We do like a good trundle. So 3,000 feet to go. That beepy thing, that's saying the track speed's 50, but now it's not. The track speed's, it's not, but it is, I suppose. It's 35 then. We're doing 27. That's fine. They're in no rush, not like they're commuters going into Grand Central or anything. Right, prepare to stop. There's definitely lots of the beepy thing going on. Preparing to stop at the White Plains. What was the double beep for? Why are you beeping at me? I got points then for driving under the speed limit. And stoppen Sie. Unlocking doors. What time of day are we? 11 AM. I suppose it wouldn't be that... Well, no, I suppose it would be that busy. It would be busy. It's not like commuter traffic. Is it going to tell me now to wait till 11:04? I think it's going to tell me to wait now till 11:04. It's telling me now to wait till 11:04. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to wait till 11:04. Tonight, by the way, back with some trucking for those watching live. Carrying on our trip around Iceland in underpowered trucks. Tomorrow lunchtime, farming. And then a slight change to schedule next week. Trains are going to be on Tuesday. Because on Wednesday is going to be city bus manager. And then Thursday, farming. Friday, Wreckfest. Saturday, lunchtime, more Trains in World 3. Next Saturday night, MSFS. Hartsdale is in some distance. I wonder why they're doing it all in feet. Is that because they're not very far apart, I'm guessing? Yeah, Ballymore is just strange. Right, 9,500 feet. We've got a 65 limit coming up. They definitely don't seem to be very far apart, these stations. I know we've got quite a lot of them to stop at. Okay, we'll do the coasting thing. 35 limit currently. Yeah, so with a couple of big updates coming out to a couple of the games that we do. We've got the big farming update coming out soon. And the big update for MSFS. So MSFS is going to be returning. And although we do farming twice a week now, we've got a bit of a, well, building a roller coaster seems to be a thing we're going to be doing in farming. Which I thought I'd never, but okay. Yeah, lots of new aircraft in the the flight thing. Right, 4,000 feet. Get ready to do the brakey thing. That's a flashing green light. I definitely over braked then. I panicked and saw the little thing up there. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to brake. No, it's okay. We're okay. We're going to be early anyway, because it's going to hold us there till 11:08:30. So it's going to make sure we're on time. So if we take a bit longer getting into the station, we got to sit there for less time waiting to leave again. There's actually some logic to that.
Oh, yeah.
Hype Dog, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to what is a rather chilled Saturday lunchtime stream compared to last night. Anything's chilled. Unlocking the doors. Yeah, we did golfing with idiots last night, and that was far, far, far from chilled. The 18 plus rating was definitely up last night, and tonight trucking and some music. So completely different streams surrounding this one. This nice and chilled. Wait until 11:09. I'm guessing we'll be waiting until 11:09 then. It's quite a nice line, this. I think it's just over an hour as well from one end to the other, which makes it worthwhile. So we will do a 4-line run going towards Grand Central in this, and then we'll turn around and we'll bring the 166 over from the UK and do a return trip in the 166. Because why not? Because on every one so far we've used the wrong train. Locking doors. Okay, Scarsdale is next. That's the wrong. No, don't do that. I'm not gonna have no brake pressure. Am I? Hang on. Thank you. I've done it again. I push it the wrong. I keep pushing the brake thing the wrong way. Right, that way. There we go. That took long enough. I keep pushing it to the right, ended up in emergency, which takes the brake pressure out, which means if I came back on the power again, I wouldn't move anywhere. This is such a nice route. Every time I come back into Train Sim World 3, I just forget how really, really nice it is. Okay, if you're watching this and you're into trains, as a community, we've got a meetup coming up on the 3rd of December at the National Railway Museum in York. Really looking forward to. Wander around the Railway Museum, which I've never been to before, or York, and then a wander around York and wander around the Christmas market. details for which are all in the Discord server, right at the top under the meetups section. Right, try and keep the speed down a little tiny bit. Work was a Friday. Busy. Oh, right, braking. Lots of, oh god, lots of braking. All of the braking. Oh, we didn't need to order braking. We're fine. We just do some of the coasting thing now. I'm quite worked out the whole braking thing. That's fine. And where's the... Oh, that's my train. So why is it looking at the other side of the train? It was the wrong train. There's two of the trains, one going in one direction, one going in the other direction. Because that's how trains work. Wait until 11:13. They didn't like to keep you to a timetable, didn't they? It's like, no, you've arrived early. We're going to hold you here until we tell you to go. You don't go going any early. No. Perhaps I should just try being late. If I just slow down and then do the late thing, it's fine. It's only a few seconds. Oh, it's actually miles this time. 2.2 miles to the next place. And we got a 60 limit. So this is the furthest distance we've had so far between stations. That was a beep. There's definitely a beep there. As beepies go, that was definitely one of them. So it's actually, yeah, we've got a 65 limit currently, then a 60 limit coming up, which is actually getting a move on quite nicely. We won't get that in the 166. So we'll do the coasty thing for now. So up a slight incline as opposed to Calvin Klein. Yeah, you'd think you see more trains on this though. Obviously we just have one in the station behind us, didn't we? So they will be fairly separated, but I'd certainly expect to see a train at every station. Obviously when we do the 166 there'll be no other trains. It'll be just me. A little bit of braking. Oh, there is another train, in fact. And then we come into Crestwood. Unlock left. That's good, because if unlock right, they'd be able to jump off and then fall over that fence. And there'd probably be complaints and all sorts. It's just not worth the paperwork. Just unlock the side of the door that's by the platform. Watch the gap. Oh, not mind the gap. Watch the gap. Mind the gap's better, I think. Watch the gap. No. No, I don't like that. Why would you say that? This seems a bit weird. Wait until 11:17 and the zeros. Another train. Locking doors. Right. Stop at Tuckahoe. I'm guessing that was an express. Not a pizza express. Definitely looks very autumnal. The leaves on the trees, because that's normally where leaves are, or they're on the ground. They're either on the trees or on the ground. That's where, or for a very, very brief period of time, they're actually in between. Falling leaves, I think, is the technical term for it. Into Tuckahoe we go. So yeah, so we go all the way into Grand Central, and then we'll do the return trip in the 166 in the GWR livery, which is going to really confuse the Americans. Yeah, what's this diesel thing doing on here? It's definitely not very busy. I don't know why we've got a train this length on during like non-peak hours. Peak time, I can understand it. Shift a lot of people into New York and out of New York, but off-peak, can't be that busy going in and out, can it? Wait until 11:20 and zeros. I'm guessing we'll do that then. Doopy 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 doopy. We shall wait for another 30 seconds before we do the go thing. Get a little bit horny while we're waiting. Doo 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 doo. 10 seconds to go. Locking doors. Bronxville is the next station stop. I mean, it's nice. You always think of New York as being just urban and built up, but it's actually looking quite nice, looking quite treey. That's a word. Bit of wilderness. braking slowly. Get ready to all of the... Okay, slightly overshot that. Unlocking doors. I don't really actually stand there until the doors have locked. It's like, do I get on? Do I not get on? What's going on? Right, Fleetwood is the next stop. So what have we got? Fleetwood, Mount Vernon, Wakefield, Woodlawn, Williamsbridge, Botanical Gardens, Fordham, Tremont, Melrose, Harlem, Grand Central. Right, into Fleetwood we come, with lots of over-braking going on. Well, at least it shouldn't hold us here for too long. If anything, I think I'm going to arrive late because of the whole braking thing. That's close enough. Unlocking the left doors. And lock them again. And onwards to Mount Vernon. It's definitely a lot more rural than I would have thought this part of the country would be. Unless we're now going to start getting a bit more built up. Okay, into Mount Vernon we come. Duck left. Nobody. Oh no, people do get off. But no one's going to get on or get off then. Okay, Wakefield is the next stop. Yeah, I definitely don't think I could. It's not so bad when you've got a train that where you're looking out of a small window like this, but you're sat in a larger area, and I get why they've only given this small amount of area to the driver, but I don't think I could just sit in a cupboard. Okay, I've got the door open, but just sitting in a cupboard like this. I suppose you get used to it. Definitely one of those jobs where you got to like your own company. And do the stopping thing. Stopping thing. Well, yeah, it's the wrong time of day as well, I suppose. 11 AM, you're not going to get much commuter traffic, are you, going into London? Well, into London. Probably would into London. Into New York. I suppose it is busy, but just not as frequent a service as it would be like probably 7 till 9 or 6 till 9, and then probably 4 till 7 I should imagine is quite busy. 403,000, that's a lot of distances. 4,300 even of the feet to Woodlawn. Say, not a lot of trains coming the other way. We've seen a few, but definitely not a lot. Yeah, I can imagine being a driver on these routes and just, you know, from one respect it's probably quite interesting because you're just going up and down the same line, but yeah, I don't know, obviously you hear of, you know, tube drivers that spend their whole career, like 40 odd years, just on the Circle Line. It's like, I don't know if I could do that. It's like people that work in factories on production lines. Used to know someone that did, and they said that you just switch off. But yeah, I quite like having a bit of variety. I don't think I could do the same thing every single day. I know they say the weather's different, no 2 days are the same, but you're doing the same thing. Hey, that weren't bad on the stopping. Unlocking to the right hand side. Oh yeah, it weren't bad. Everyone can get off. Apart from if they're at the other end of the train, but we pretend we didn't see that. Well yeah, this end of the train, no hope. Why would you put a train on that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 carriages too long to fit on the platform? Just seems a bit ridiculous. Lock doors. Williams Bridge. $6,600 of the feet to the bridge that belongs to William. There's points for giving a 75 limit, is there? Because I can't do that. Because there's no point, because I've only got to slow down again just up here. Right, 3,300 feet to go. We might actually get one where we sort of breaky thing on time and do the stoppy thing on time. It's not going to be this one, obviously. This platform's tiny. Why would you, unless people know, I suppose, only if you're getting off at these small stops, then make sure you're in the first, what, 4 carriages of the train, otherwise you've got no chance. But what if you're a tourist that wants to get off at Williams Bridge? And looking right. And looking right. Botanical Gardens. I wonder what would attract tourists to Williams Bridge. I don't know. Is there a bridge? Is it famous? What's going on? Must be a reason it's called Williams Bridge. Or did William throw himself off it? Is that why it's called that? Must be a reason why the area's got that name. Botanical Gardens is a bit of a giveaway because, you know, botanical gardens. You know, you can almost see the logic in the naming for that one. But Williams Bridge? Okay, into the botanical gardens we come. Oh, blimey, a lot of people here. Not a bad bit of stopping. What's the aim of the game in capitals mainly? It's a train sim, so to simulate driving trains, getting passengers on and off, sticking to a timetable, variety of routes, variety of trains. Locking doors. Doors are being locked. Fordham. What's the best train? That's down to individual likes, I suppose. For for what's in this game, probably the HST. Followed closely by the 166. This is an American line, so you can only go on this line. So this is the Harlem Line. Oh god, braking. Braking. More braking. More braking. All of the braking. Oh, we're fine. We maybe slightly over braked. Yeah, a little bit over braked. That's good. We're okay. Okay, and then on the brake. That was the thing. Unlocking right. Get on, people. We're running late now because of you bloody people getting on. Same with China and Japan. Their trains run to the second. Will Steve stop in the green zone? Am I locking doors? Yeah, I am. I haven't really overshot any in this yet. I've just been early braking. So doing a 4-line run going this way from Great Plains to Grand Central in the correct train for the route, and then we're going to take the 166 back again. You only can go on the DLCs or the routes that come in the DLCs that you buy. So this route is Great Plains to Grand Central, so a recreation of an actual route. All the DLCs are that, they're recreations of actual train routes with trains that are on those routes. Same with normal train sim, you can only go on the lines that you've got. How long does this take? About an hour and a quarter from end to end. Oh, blimey. Okay, 60 coming up. And now we've got the rain thing going on. Is there a wiper switch? Door bypass. No brake. No, don't want that. Lights. Someone has me a wiper switch, surely. Cab light? No. Wipers. 26%. 25%. No, do. Oh, crap. Braking. Lots of braking. More of the braking. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, not all of the okay. So, some of the trains in the station, it's fine if you want to get out in the middle, it's okay. Don't forget, this is one-to-one scaling, so this route actually takes this long. So you couldn't do it from coast to coast, as awesome as that would be, because it would take you about 3 days. So you couldn't do it. And imagine the size of bloody hard drive you'd have to have. Locking doors. Melrose, track 4 is next. Right, remember to do the braking thing a bit earlier now because we got the wetness going on. It's fine, we just leave some of the platforms at the passengers? No, leave some of the passengers on the platform. I've got the weather set to dynamic, so the weather is accurate as of the 5th of November. So a bit rainy, probably a bit cold. It's only going to be interesting when we carry on through this over the winter, leaving the weather set that way, whether we're going to get snow. We have done this in snow, but it'd be quite nice just to leave it to its own devices and let it put snow in. Speaking of snow, tonight back in ETS2, doing some trucking in Iceland, where there's going to be snow. It's not a case of it being possible, it's the case the routes aren't available. There are a few American routes, all segregated over the country, mostly freight. Boston Sprinter, there's one. There's this in Harlem. There are a couple of passenger ones. But obviously someone's got to generate the routes. And it's not as easy as it is with Train Sim for linking routes together. With Train Sim, people have managed to splice routes together. Not so easy in this. Okay, I definitely braked a bit early. Stop beeping at me. Okay, 1,600 of the feet to go until we arrive at Melrose. Not Melrose Place. That was a TV show, I think, wasn't it? Melrose Place, a TV show. It's definitely looking a bit more built up now. Stop beeping at me. Well, that's tiny. That is definitely tiny. Not something I've heard before, honest. That is... oh yeah, to get off at this station you've got to be on the first two carriages. But the rainy thing, so just done the stopping thing now. Let me turn off the whippers. There we go. Okay, you're going to stop now, whippers? Why would you park that side? Why don't you park the other side behind the thing? Then I'll be able to see you. Why are you this side? Bad planning, bloody Americans. Lock doors, doing that. Harlem. So 2 stops away, I think, from the end of the route. Heading right into the heart of New York City. Harlem, 125th Street. So yeah, trucking tonight, tomorrow lunchtime, back on the farm. Change of, what's the word? Schedule, that's the one, for next week. Trains are going to be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday for normal train sim. Because on Wednesday I'm doing City Bus Manager. And then next Thursday farming. Next Friday we got some Wreckfest. Next Saturday lunchtime more of this. And next Saturday night flight. Because there's a big update coming to the MSFS. Going to be doing some flight. Slow it down. Yeah, definitely a bit rainy as we approach Harlem. I'll put my whippers back on. Come on, whippers. There we go. It's the 25th anniversary update, I think it's something like that, or for MSFS. Loads of new planes. Also, we got a big update coming for Farm Sim as well, where we can now build a roller coaster, because why wouldn't you in Farm Sim? So we'll be doing that in a couple of weeks as well. And then getting ready for the Christmas schedule. I'll be here all over Christmas, including Christmas Day and Boxing Day, twice a day at least, between the 17th of December and the 1st of January. Including our long train sim trip, which this year going to be doing London to Edinburgh. Maybe not in a pacer. Maybe in something single car, but we'll see. So that's going to be about 7 hours or so. Right, over the bridge. That's quite rivery. Definitely very rivery. All right, 2,000 feet. Give me a 60 limit coming up. That can't be right, surely. So we were due here at 11:49:30. You're about a minute late. That's fine. No one's going to care about being a minute late to something, are they? Unlocking doors. Does look odd where you've got that. You'd at least make it symmetrical, wouldn't you, and put a window on the other side rather than the MTA logo. Just looks a bit strange. Maybe we can open that door in the middle. Maybe we should try it. Locking doors, probably a good idea. .1 miles to Grand Central. Oh yeah, we can. That seems safe. Okay. Let's get back in my cupboard. Definitely safe doing that whilst the train's moving. Okay, 40 limits. Bit of coasting. And that gives us a 60 limit, scumbag. I don't know if I want to live in one of these apartments here. Just train whizzing by your bedroom window. I suppose you get used to it, but I think there'll be more stations closer by, unless I suppose you're using the subway then. So these things are more urban, aren't they? So you wouldn't necessarily, if you're just going across New York, you take the subway. If you're getting out of New York, you take this. That's quite tunnely. Right, track 16 is where we're going to. So that's the one when we create the scenario to do the return run in the 166. I need to start from track 16. Probably don't need the whipper now, do I? Okay, a 10-mile-an-hour limit in 6,000 feet. Okay, didn't warn me about the 45 limit, did it? Let's do some slowing down then. Yeah, it's still only telling me about the 10 limit. There's a bit of an issue there. Yeah, you wouldn't see anything. New York's one of those places before Christmas that I think is like Oxford Street in London. It's a good idea, but would you actually want to be there? I've been to Oxford Street in December on a Saturday, and it's just absolute mayhem. Okay, coasting. So we got a yellow and a 10 mile an hour. Which we're slightly speeding up for, but we won't worry about that. Yeah, I'm quite glad I haven't got to do any Christmas shopping. I haven't got to go out and get anything particular food-wise, so I won't be out in the middle of that panic of going, oh my God, I've got to get like so many things in for Christmas. It's just going to be a normal week's shopping, and that's it, done. Maybe yeah, I'll be here for lunches, I suppose. Maybe a couple of extra bits, but nothing major. So slightly speeding for the trip into Grand Central. A bit like coming into New Street Station, isn't it? Just underground. Definitely a slow approach. I get it because it's in a tunnel, I suppose. But blimey. Like 5,000 feet of 10 miles an hour. Slightly uphill now. Okay, didn't think we were going around there. I just love the audio, and say the visuals in this is just so good, and you're getting the points of like where we're not being in contact with a third rail and we're just coasting. Hi Ethan. That's definitely a lot of platforms. And then we come to Grand Central Terminus. Slowly, very, very slowly. It's really hard to try and something that's just off or on the power. It's really difficult to try and maintain the speed. It's not so bad when you've got a smooth power curve, but when it's either on or off, it's not easy. That's my excuse anyway. There we go. Unlock doors. Welcome to Grand Central. I think they put the buffers a bit further down, wouldn't you? Unless that's designed to be like a buffery buffer zone. Oh, locked doors. Hang on, that's me. We'll get back in again now. Oh, God, no, there's a thing. Locking die. Done. Hour and 7 minutes. Okay. Right. Well, that was the trip from the outside in. Now we'll do the trip from the inside out. But this time, we'll use the train that shouldn't be on this route. So we will do a scenario planner on the Harlem Line. We'll create a new one and we'll call it 166. We'll add a new service. So we are starting at Grand Central Trek 18. And we are going to North White Plains. Okay. North White Plains, confirm destination, and we'll stop. We won't stop at every one this time. We'll stop at every other one. So we'll stop at Harlem, Tremont, Williamsbridge, Wakefield, Fleetwood, Tuckahoe, Scarsdale, and then White Plains. So we'll miss every other one. Confirm service, and we're going to use the 166 in GWR livery, and we're going to go 3-car loaded. 166, confirm, save and exit. 166, play it. Right, diesel time. Oh, there's a door. Okay, unlock doors. I've got where everything is. Headlights on night. That's quite horny. Into forward. Right, D's of the action now, all the way back to Great White Plains. It's look a bit frosty as well. Frosty the Snowman. Train lighting on. I'm just seeing if we got a windscreen demister on. That's what we want. Okay, Harlem. Yep, definitely fits. GWR 166 going to North White Plains. Oh wow, windscreen's demisted already. That didn't take long, did it? Perfectly normal, nothing to see here. Literally nothing to see here. Have we not got I put headlights on, didn't I? Headlights, night. Markers, day. No. Markers, tail, night. Yeah, they're not actually doing much. Cab light on. There we go. Slightly speeding, but we pretend we didn't see that. It's a bit dark. Actually, we'll slow down a little tiny bit. This definitely seems a long way out before you get to the 60 limit. 3.6 miles to go to Harlem. More braking. Come on, we want to do the speeding up thing. We've got places to go, people to see, things to do. Great planes to get to. Oh, okay, we're turning. Dunno, can't see a thing. Probably running diesel in here seems safe. I think next week is going to be one of the hilly ones, Switzerland, something like that, Austrian ones. So the 166 going uphill is going to be interesting, because of course we will take it on the route. All right, 500 feet, and we can finally accelerate again. Give it a little bit of power. We're only a 3 car, so it shouldn't take us long to get past the point where we can do the accelerator is. Then we venture back outside, I think, which is good. Otherwise it'd be dark the whole way. Right, there we go. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Wow, I knew the 166 was slow, but blimey. Come on, we got to get out of the tunnel at some point soon, surely. Can't remember being this long on the way in. Well, that's true, we were in a fast electric train then. Not so much now. I see daylight. There is daylight ahead. Hurrah! Finally! Out into daylight. At least we can actually see now the thing we're in on the way there. Yes, definitely excited for Birmingham Cross City. I'll be bringing it to you as soon as I'm able to. It's a good route in train sim, so looking forward to doing that in this. Does look good, the 166, and it looks flipping awesome in the GWR livery. I think if I do say so myself, slightly biased and all that. Right, into Harlem we come. There's going to be some really confused passengers going, what the hell is going on here? Like, this isn't our normal train. Why have we got this train? What's going on? Why is it diesel? Why is the driver sat on the wrong side? We said, oh God, we said before, didn't we, that most people wouldn't care or know what train they're getting on. You know, it's all you care about is a train that's approaching the platform that I'm stood on going to the place I want to go? Yes, fine. You don't care, do you? A bit like when you go on holiday, you don't care what sort of plane it is. Will it get you there? When you get on a bus, you don't care what sort of bus it is, just as long as it gets you to where you want to go. So I think it's the same with trains. A train turns up, people just get on. Can I find a seat? Yes. Is this train going where I'm going? Yes. Fine, that'll do me. It actually works here though, doesn't it? It actually looks right. But if you gave this to some American train drivers, they'd be like, oh wow. So yes, we've done the run from Great White Plains up into Grand Central in the M3 thingy, MTA train. Now we're doing a return trip in the 166. This time not stopping at every single stop though, stopping at every other stop. So 3.5 miles to Tremont. So 35 limit coming up. Shouldn't really affect us too much. This thing isn't exactly rapid. Oh, it's probably 35 across the bridge, isn't it? Yep, across the bridge we go. So it shouldn't take us quite as long going back the other way. It was an hour and 7 minutes coming up. But we stopped at every single stop, so we should get a little bit ahead of time going back the other way. But this thing's going to be a bit slower than the electric one was, so it's going to be a bit of a balance. Yes, our meetup. If you're into trains and you're watching, we got a meetup exactly 4 weeks today. On the 3rd of December, a group of us from the Discord community are meeting up at the National Railway Museum in York. Really looking forward to that. So if you're at a loose end and you want to tag along, details are posted in the meetup section at the top of the Discord server. Right, 2.5 miles to Tremont. Making our way... What direction is it? North? East. We crossed the river, haven't we? So are we going east? That'd be into New Jersey, wouldn't it? Are we going west then? Honestly don't know. Or is it going into New Jersey? Yeah, hopefully we don't get a train strike. If we do, then a lot of people won't be able to make it. Problem is, with the way train strikes are nowadays, you don't know when they're coming, do you? So it's not safe. We'll see. Fingers crossed we don't get one in December. Right. We got a 75 coming up, but we're almost 7,000 feet from the next stop. So I think this sort of speed seems quite nice. Actually, we've got 60 coming up. Well, it's 2 miles away. 2 miles away. 2 point something miles away. Right, it's 2,000 feet to go. So there should be a little bit of distance then between each stop. Again, gonna be some really confused passengers. And a very short platform. Where are we going to slightly slide through the some of the train? Two of the things fit on it. That's fine. That looks safe. Just mind the step. It'll be fine. It's only a little step. It's not the stepping that will break your leg, it's the landing. So if you nail the landing, you're great. You know, tuck and roll and all that. Right, Williams Bridge. Just give it the beans. Sit back and wait. like it actually suits it. It actually does look really smart here. I'm not sure about going up a mountain next week, but you know, we'll worry about that then. Or when we have to get this thing on the London Underground. That's certainly going to be a challenge because it won't fit. Right, 2.1 miles to go. Wow, this thing isn't rapid. It's just, it takes so long to accelerate. It's like, really? We haven't even got to the 60 yet. Come on, you can do it. You can get to 60, surely. Oh, there we go. Okay. I know it's a slight uphill grade, but yikes. Now I've got to be doing the braking thing now to stop, hopefully. Which probably won't happen from this speed now. Oh, I don't know. Okay, brakes are better than I thought. Right, into Williams Bridge we come. By braking really, really, really early. They're actually getting on and off. No. Has anybody actually got on? Yeah, I can't remember seeing anybody get on or off. It's been one of these routes where the passengers are confused by the train. It's like, no, it's not where we expected it to be. This isn't the right train. We're not getting on or getting off. It's a ghost train. They do happen. Ghost services. Okay, locking doors. Okay, 2.1 miles to Wakefield. will we get anybody at Wakefield? So we've got Wakefield, Fleetwood, Tuckahoe, Scarsdale, White Plains, North White Plains. Even downhill is not rapid, is it? Like, yeah, I know we're going downhill, but, you know, I'm still scared of speed. So even a downhill slope and it can't accelerate. Along the flat, it can't accelerate. Uphill, it can't accelerate. When it comes to braking, no, we're not doing that either. Oh god, we're going uphill again. It's going to end well. And we got a 40 coming up. I should really be braking for, shouldn't I? So this is a station that we didn't stop at, obviously, because we haven't stopped at it. And now it gives us a... You scumbag. Okay, no, we'll stay at this speed now. Sod you. All the way into Wakefield. Slightly braking. Oh yeah, nice gentle bit of braking. Right, are you getting on? Are you going to get on my train? Or are you just going to stand there looking at the empty space where the train should be stopped? Come on, what are you doing? Are you getting on? Oh, people got off. And then just stood on the platform. Like, I'm going to get off, or I'm just going to stand here. Oh, no, she's getting on. Is she getting on? Is she? Yes, she got on. Woohoo! That's it. The one passenger getting on at wherever the hell this is. Wakefield. That's a worthwhile service then. Yep, we'll take one passenger from Wakefield to the next place. Seems legit. Locking doors. I love the fact you can do this in Train Sim World 3 and do it so easily. Just stick any train you've got on any route you've got. It just gives it an extra something for me. You know, I enjoy using the correct trains and doing the 4-line runs as we're doing, but it does make it different putting a train that should be on a route. Say, I will be taking this thing up a mountain at some point. And that is going to be a challenge. So tonight we're back with some trucking, carrying on our trip around Iceland in underpowered trucks. Going to be playing some music as well. Tomorrow lunchtime back on the farm. And then back on Tuesday night with more trains. Carrying on our journey from Penzance to Glasgow, where last time we took a pacer from Penzance to Plymouth. This time we're going to carry on from Plymouth heading north. And back on Wednesday with my first look at City Bus Manager, a new game that I've been really looking forward to, which I've not played yet. And then back next Thursday with more farming. Friday night some Wreckfest. Next Saturday lunchtime more of this. And next Saturday night some MSFS, because of a new update coming for that. Going to be doing some flying in some new aircraft. So lots of things over the next week. Right, a little bit of the slowy down thing. And stop. Right, passengers getting on and being very confused. Why is this train? Why is it diesel? We don't normally have diesels. We normally have the electrocuted train. Where are we? Lost. Forgotten. We're at a place. There's no signs. Somewhere. Chris, looking to right. Okay, Tuckahoe is the next place. Alright, 55 limit coming up. I don't think we're going to worry about that. We've already got 9,000 feet before we got to stop again. Chances of getting to 55, probably quite slim. Yeah, definitely not going to get people to work on time if the 166 runs this route. Wow, literally, as soon as this thing gets to line speed, I'm going to have to cut the power. That's probably not a good thing, Crisp. Was last time my eyes tested 4 years ago. 4 years ago, last time my eyes tested. Should probably go, really. I haven't quite got to the point of bumping into things yet, so it can't be that bad. I guess you were told to spend less time in front of screens. And if you are in front of a screen, make sure it's in a well-lit room. So all the things that none of us do. Unlock right. It's recommended anti-glare. Well, I suppose they know everybody's sat in front of screens. I've seen those blue light glasses. I don't know if they actually work to stop the blue light. Because that's a thing. Right, loading passengers. So yeah, we've done the 4-line run up into Grand Central from Great White Plains in the M3 MTA thing train. We're now making a return trip in the 166. Locking doors. You got a pair of those at work. Did it actually work? Scarsdale is next. You think so? Okay, so there's no definitive answer. Because I know if when I got my eyes tested, I'd have to wear glasses full time, which I don't have a problem with. But, you know. When I went last time, my prescription was minimal. I used to wear sunglasses a lot, so when I was driving or out, I'd stick a pair of sunglasses on. I don't do that anymore. I can't remember the last time I actually wore my sunglasses. I think that might have also been something to do that when I was going out of the house at the weekends, I may have been slightly hungover, so the sunglasses helped. Now that doesn't happen. Right, Scarsdale in 2.2 miles. Yeah, I'm interested to try them. Certainly here where I'm sat, this room's always dark, and I've got 5 screens around me. So it's probably not the best conditions. So I might get a pair and try them. It might make a difference here. Yeah, I think that's what I'd like. You get used to them, didn't you? You get used to them being on your head. You wake up in the morning, things are blurry. You put them on, things aren't blurry anymore. Right, 6,000 feet to Scarsdale. And then we've got, where are we? Scarsdale, White Plains, and then North White Plains. Yeah, I keep a pair, I got a pair of glasses on my desk at work, so I'm looking at lots of sort of figures and numbers and things sometimes. So stick them on just to make those things a bit clearer. And I've got a pair that I use here sometimes when watching the telly the other side of the room. But yeah, normally I'm fine. Yeah, wearing them when you go to bed isn't ideal. It means also then it gives you an opportunity to put down your phone. Because then if you can't see it when you go to bed, it means you'll probably do the sleeping thing. Right. Into Scarsdale we come. Hopefully, if we do the stopping thing. Yeah, I don't look at my phone. Even in the mornings when I get up, I pick up my phone. I don't look at it until I'm sat downstairs with a coffee. And at night, I'll look at it before I leave the sofa, and then I don't look at it again until the following morning. Just try and resist looking at it in bed. Especially because first thing in the morning is a bit blurry. And you open your eyes, it's like, oh, I can't see that. I do not have the ability to see my phone. Definitely getting a bit busy old service, this. Lots of people's getting on. Okay, White Plains, 3.5 miles. Just keep a pad and a pencil under your pillow. Oh, hang on, you'll put it on the phone, won't you? You won't actually write it down. You'll get the bloody notes app on your phone and write it on your phone. I keep a pad and a pen next to the sofa. I have one on the unit in the end of the kitchen as well, where I write down what my plans are for meals for the week. I've got a little pad that I use for shopping lists, so I add to that throughout the course of the week and take it with me shopping. At work I have 2 pads on the go. Pen by the bed. Yeah, I've got one by the bed. Right, 3 miles to White Plains. Yeah, I couldn't cope at work without writing stuff on a pad. Because I get like phone calls going, can you do this, can you do that? So I write it down. People walk up to my desk and go, can you do this, can you do that? So I just write it down and then do it afterwards. If I had to go into Notepad to write it down, that'd take longer than writing it down. Then I'd have to remember to go back into Notepad, whereas I just got the pad in front of me. Right, 2.2 miles to our penultimate stop for today. So next week we'll be taking a 166 up a mountain. That's going to go well. Oh, I do that. I'll sit in the evening sometimes and go, I must remember to do that tomorrow. So I'll email myself at work. So when I get in the morning, there's an email from me reminding me to do something. I've done it from home. I've done it driving home before now. Via the Amazon app thing. I can't say its name. But then you get to work and you've got just some gibberish. Then you've got to try and remember what the gibberish was. Yeah, I can't say its name because it's listening. That's the one. Yeah, the Christmas thing is boring. Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas?
It's 50 sleeps until Christmas. Santa has a little message for you.
Ho, ho, ho. We're having a little fire tonight. Hopefully it will keep us warm in this cold weather. Ho, ho, ho. Come back tomorrow for another Christmas update.
Try saying, Lexa.
No. So Santa told us he's having a fire tonight. What's that got to do with Christmas? Why is that Christmas related? It's getting worse. Ask for a train joke. Okay, Alexa, tell me a train joke.
What did the steam train say to their Valentine? I choose you.
Okay, that wasn't worth it at all. We've got to track either side now. Which... okay. What did... Or just... unlock both then. There we go. They can get on and off both sides. It's fine, just lock them one at a time. When they eventually get on. Lock doors. Lock both. There you go. Right, North White Plains, the end of the line. It actually does look really good. It fits the track as well. Well, you know, the platforms. It's not like really high up or really low down. Yeah, isn't the jump over the gap moment? Mind the gap. Does look good. It's gonna look weird up in the Alps. I want a pacer. That's what I want. Definitely want a pacer. I wonder what, have they announced? I should really know these things. I've probably got information in a Discord server I'm in, but I've got it muted. What if they've announced what train it is going to be for the Birmingham Cross City? What's the old train? What sort of train is it? It's going to be some sort of train thing. 323. Oh yeah, because like I know what that is. Excuse I, is that beta 323? It's electric. Oh, I'm less interested now. The ones in Train Sim Classic. But yeah, I still don't know what they are. I don't know the numbers. I know what this is. That's it. I know the HST thing and the pacer. That's it. That's all I know. The rest of them are just trains. Look at the post. I don't look at anything you post. You don't look at anything I post. It's an equilibrium thing. Yeah, again, just saying that I used it on the Train Sim Classic thing doesn't mean I'm going to know what it is. It's probably the first stream you've watched in like a week. Miserable git. Right, the end of the line. It's the end of the line. Well, it's not. The end of the line's down there, but this is the end of the line that I put in as being the end of the line. You watch Electricity One. Well, some of it. Oh yeah, the competition, only 2 people entered. That's it. 2. Made it easy for me. I didn't have to choose a winner. It was like, yeah, you both won. It'll be the same for City Bus Manager as well. I've got 2 keys for that to give away. So that'll be quite an easy competition as well, wouldn't it? I need to record some content on that. I'll do that tomorrow morning. Right, there we go then. Journey is done. The Harlem Line is sorted. Next time, we'll move on to the one that's next. Hamburg to Lübeck is going to be next week, where we'll do a 4-line run and then take the 166 on a trip. Maybe we should make it so hard. What? Post a picture. It's not really difficult, is it? It's probably one of the easiest competitions out there. Post a screenshot with electricity theme. It's not like we had 100 entries and it was really difficult for me to choose one. We had 2 entries. But anyway, we'll see what happens with the City Bus Manager. There we go. More Train Sim World 3 next Saturday. More trains back on Tuesday this week. Then purely because I'm doing City Bus Manager on Wednesday. And then next stream is back in 4 and a bit hours time with some trucking carrying on in Iceland in our 320 horsepower trucks, seeing if we can get to the top of the island in snow. And we are going to play some music this evening as well. And then back tomorrow lunchtime on the farm. So there we go. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company throughout the course of the stream thing, the thing. Thanks to Hype Dog for following. That was simple, wasn't it? I'll be back with Idiots later on to do some of the trucking thing. Until then, if you have been, thanks for watching.